Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped.
I'm going to stick your ass. And I'm going to stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky-ass, bad-luck motherfucker standing here.
Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Ready? Mustang 19.
They go play action with Newman. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Young. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They go play action now. Newman eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get into the end zone.
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is,
with his
best there
9th
was,
rushing
and the best
touchdown
there
on the
will
year.
be.
And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
If you don't like it,
Extra point
talk
splits
shit.
the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Throwing, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Cowboys at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win. Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. Prescott now from the 50. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt. An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Newman. On the move to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Newman looking to throw it. Being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving him another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4. No, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And to the 43. So down inside the 45.
And I'm going to stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky-ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Newman. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Everybody in that goddamn
touchdowns now for him in the first quarter. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defense in front of side, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns. And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized. That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago. Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Come on,
Trying to
man.
find Charles, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
Oh, I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him
come on, man.
A sea of defenders had intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Off the play fake, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Prescott off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Newman. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Newman to throw on 3rd down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Young. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Balaj. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the gun, it's Newman. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
If you don't like it,
Jamison Williams, 51
everybody
yards.
in that goddamn dressing room
have
knows
taken the
that I'm the
lead.
best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On play action, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
From the 36, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Here's Prescott.
Still won't even jump, man.
This is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here. Looking for the first one. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put... He's got a man, complete! And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, Newman. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
They're going on 4th down. Newman, the open man is Shark. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Balaj, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Newman.
How can we miss that, man?
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
46, 47.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage.
Yo, rinse too, motherfucker.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one.
You're sorry. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of time right here.
Monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
You're a waste of my
Will
time.
extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
He's got it in, complete.
Stop playing,
Now
man.
the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Oh, keep cut it off. I forgot all
On
about
1st and 10, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup.
It's all messed up.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that would get a right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got his man, it's Fehoko.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They go play action with Newman.
Come on, y'all can't be serious, man.
Is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, Newman. He finds his man, complete. That's Connor. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Chaz Surratt there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. As well good with the extra point. And it will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made here at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Newman.
He's
going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They keep letting this motherfucker come to the edge all the time. That's some bullshit. With Kyle Parson. Okay.
And he's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdowns.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown,
Everybody
Detroit.
in that goddamn
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
If you don't like it,
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a 1-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw is Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And just like he did, almost winning the Heisman at Michigan, rookie Aiden Hutchinson blows up the play. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Newman. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Newman. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense points in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now it's Newman. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. There he goes, right side. And he'll get into the end zone.
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
On to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
If you don't like it, come
right
shit.
down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Prescott on first down. Got his man complete over the middle.
Y'all got nothing better to do with messing with me
He's going
right
to get
now.
this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott off play action. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Prescott now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Desperation time. Prescott on
Yes, sir.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Play action. Newman. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake, here's Newman.
Ain't no fucking way.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. Now Newman. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Dak. And this one complete. It's Fehoko. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Dak's throw there caught by Fehoko. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Dak. And that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Prescott.
Yeah, okay, I got to chase him.
So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Really?
And
So
it's
he came
caught.
up.
He got it in the end zone.
And this game was shit, man. This game was shit. You got a cornerback from the motherfucker trying to get to the
Kick it away after the
cornerback.
touchdown.
And then run around with the fucking kick. Come on, man.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL?
You won't even click on the damn net.
All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Again, it's Balaj. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk about. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you get it 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
If you don't like it, tough shit.
So for the Lions, they remain as hot as any.